Mike Ryan and welcome to Street Talk. Today's question, business associations and social networking. How useful is it to small business?
Well, as president of the Entrepreneur Organization, I would say it's invaluable. We meet every month discussing business issues. At the top of your business, when you're at the top of the pyramid, who do you look to on your left or your right? It's very isolating. Everyone looks to you for decisions. But with a peer group, like an association of that nature, you're going to be able to have peers to learn from, to grow from, and to share ideas, share experiences, and get great feedback.
Very useful. Business associations are useful in that they offer training and education, resources, they offer, information, and they also offer professional networking. Social networking, which I do a lot of offline social networking, they are good for business referrals. Like certain business referral groups have a structure where they have one person per profession in each group, and the main goal is to refer business to members in your group, in that group. Another thing is sometimes they have networking functions where you can go and you can give a 60-second commercial, sort of like an elevator speech, and that's your time to be in the spotlight and to show up your business and to talk about what your benefits are and what your features are and how you differ from your competition.
I think it's essential in the growth and establishment of credibility in the business community to take advantage and participate. Certainly, these types of organizations, whether they be social or professional, provide a platform for you to have interpersonal contact. And in a world where everybody is dependent upon electronic communication and the phone, an opportunity to meet face to face and have a conversation and let people know the type of person that you are certainly gives you an advantage. And those types of organizations provide exactly that type of environment.
It's very useful because not only do you get to meet other people that may or may not be in your business or may be able to do referrals for you, you may be also able to find a support system for yourself, because sometimes the entrepreneur is kind of that lone wolf out there and they need help or they need to find advice, and creating that team through networking within the associations is very helpful.
It's critical. That, especially when you're just starting out, you need to get out there. You need to be the face of your business. You need to strategize your business, and you get to do that by constantly doing your elevator pitch when you're out social network, when you're networking, and when you're talking about your business with other people. It's also a great way to gain clients and gain possibly strategic partners.
I think it's very useful, and I think there are small examples such as just being able to keep in touch with your clients. Just say, hey, how's it going? In social networking, websites, for instance, a lot of my clients are my friends on those websites in a business profile. And that just allows me to say, hey, I have a new blog update. Go read my blog so that they can read what I'm thinking. Or, hey, I'm meeting with somebody in a certain industry. Does anybody does anybody have a concern, or does anybody want to do business? I can just I can just have one thought, one idea, and send it to all of my clients. So for social networking, websites, I think they're great for small businesses. As for social networking associations, networking groups, I think it's great because it's FaceTime. It's the ability for a client of mine to go with me, for me to go with clients of mine, for me to go with other business associates of mine and sit there and describe what I do and have that FaceTime. A friend of mine said to me one time, you're much better in person than you are on your website. So I try to get that FaceTime with other people, and the only way to do that is by showing up at networking.
I think it's absolutely instrumental and crucial to small businesses. You have to be out there getting your name out there, and as a small business, you probably don't have the ceiling is the limit or sky is the limit approach to funds in order to market and advertise. I am a member of probably 10 different networking groups, and I've met more people in 1 year in New York City than I knew in 35 years in California, and it's all through social networking and joining networking groups. So I think it's absolutely instrumental to success in small business.
I think it's business associations and small networks, I would say, is the cornerstone for any small business. especially for me in New York City. It's such a dense population here, filled with extremely intelligent people and driven people in all facets of life. And I look at my friends and how they are able to give me their expertise and help in growing my business, whether it's marketing and branding, advertising, graphic design work, financial modeling, web design. I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't have their help. In terms of small business associations, my business is a part of the food industry, and I belong to a kitchen incubator program. And even there, I'm able to bounce ideas off of other businesses that are similar to mine and see where their pitfalls were and where they've had troubles and how they've been able to get through them. And I think when you realize that if you help someone out and they help you out, it's what makes it all for us all to be able to move forward in a positive direction.
It is a phenomena that at this point, only because of my 65 years and almost 44 years in the business world, it's a very, very time-consuming tool. If you go online and you do some demographic surveys, the number one communicator right now is text. Number 2 is chat. Number 3 is email. Number 4 is voice. Number 5 is face-to-face. So therefore, if you're not using chat to communicate with, or instant messaging or text, you're not going to get a response. I can't get anyone to call me back. I can't even get people to email me back, especially in the 25 to 35-year-old age group. Even my own son, who's 33 years old, I need to text him to set up a phone call to tell me how he's doing wherever he is, because he runs all over the world.
It's extremely useful to network. I belong to a couple different networks, and for me, it's helped to grow my business. A lot of the people that I've met have become clients of mine. I think it's great. It's a great resource for not only to get business, but to get knowledge about other things that you may not have known or contacts that you could possibly use later on.
I find it tremendously useful, Mike. I'm a member of several organizations in Manhattan as well as in Upper Manhattan, such as the Harlem Chamber of Commerce, Harlem Business Alliance. I'm on the board of Women's Alliance of Harlem, and very active user of LinkedIn as well as most recently Facebook. I find them to be a great resource as far as helping me to identify resources to help me grow my business, a great pool for potential clients, as well as they offer a number of classes to help me build my skills so that I can also assist in growing my business as well.
Extremely. What I found is utilizing the services that used to be just for meeting people, switching it over to businesses now, you increase exponentially how many people you can be in touch with. I have many different sites that I use, and within those sites they also have in-person events that I attend, and it seems to be doing a very good job for our business. We're reaching people we would have never reached before.
Used properly, social networking can be very useful in a small company or an individual who's a professional, because you have the opportunity to form relationships with people you might not otherwise be able to meet. And the other thing that you can really do with that is find people that you can not only hire as consultants or as employees if that's what you're looking for, or maybe they can recommend other service providers you might need. But frequently you can find clients that way because you have the opportunity to get to know people in a non-commercial atmosphere and display your expertise on a subject.